Hi again, this is Hannah and Mike with Life 180 Turnkey Real Estate. Thanks so much for joining us. We had a viewer ask recently about what you think about the market right now. Are we in a bubble? Are we buying high? Are we buying low? Where are we?
Yes, well, I get asked that all the time, and I want to answer that actually with a story.
Okay.
And so back when the big recession happened, 2007, 2008, I was very heavily invested in the Las Vegas market. And for those of you who don't know, Las Vegas was probably the worst market, the hardest hit market, meaning that from its peak to its lowest point, it dropped in some areas of Vegas, dropped 80%, 80%. So $400,000, what was previously a $400,000 home was maybe worth $70,000 or $80,000 at the lowest point. And so my net worth dropped tremendously. But whenever we have a recession like that, people are either buying homes or they're renting. They're not going back to caves. And so what ended up happening is all these people are losing their homes, and I had a much bigger choice of tenants. There are a lot more tenants out there. And so my rents actually went up. So a lot of people say cash is king. I say cash flow is king. I can't go to the airline and say, hey, I want to go to Hawaii. My net worth is this. Let me on your plane. They want cash.
That's so true.
Right. So as I mentioned, my net worth went down a lot. My buying power went up a lot. So now imagine the homes are on sale. The money that comes in from all my properties at the end of the month is more than it's ever been. And now I can buy more properties more quickly, number one. Number two, I was living in Vegas at the time, and I would get stuff in the mail from like Cirque du Soleil shows, half price. And the fancy restaurants that would never, ever give you a coupon.
Right. Well,
now they're giving you like 3 and 4 or 5 course meals for the price of an entree. And the price of cars came down. I mean, everything was coming down in price, and my cash flow was going up. And so if you're buying smart, if you're a smart investor, you make money when the market goes down. Everybody makes money when the market goes up, of course. And you can make money in a flat market. And it's all about being a cash flow investor. So a lot of people worry, well, what if it goes down? Well, if you're a flipper, that makes a really big difference. If your timing's off, you're in really big trouble.
Right.
If you're buying stuff that gives you cash flow and gives you a paycheck each and every month, if it goes down, it's an opportunity to reinvest. The biggest challenge, though, is some people think, oh, I'm going to wait till, I think it might come down, I'm going to wait. Well, sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes 2 years, sometimes it takes 3 years. Imagine you wait 3 years on the sideline for your home to come down $10,000 bucks.
Right.
And imagine your property gives you $1,000 a month in cash flow, just as an example. Well, you've given up $36,000, so you can save $9,000 or $10,000 bucks on your home. It's just not worth it. Now, sometimes, twice in a long time, we've seen the Great Depression and a big recession. Normally, it's real estate's very regional. We don't see the entire market all going down at the same time. Those are very extreme circumstances. Normally, we see markets correcting, meaning that if they're too low, they go up, and if they're too high, they come down. So when we look at markets like California, they're already feeling the pinch. They're already starting to come down because it's just unaffordable. People can't afford to live there anymore. And people say, well, we're not going to pay that anymore. We're going to move somewhere else that we can afford to live. But markets like Atlanta, for example, that are still very, very affordable, there's no reason to suspect we're going to see a major crash in the prices, even if they came down 20%. Your let's say $100,000 home became worth $80,000. That's not going to happen overnight. In the meantime, you could be collecting this cash flow and getting in the market. And quite often, people talk themselves out of things because they think, oh, it's going to come down, or there's all these different things that the planets have to align. You're never going to get in the game if you're. The best saying ever is don't wait to buy real estate and wait. And if you jump in when you have the money to do so and you just get in the game, your life will never be the same again as long as you're strategic. And I'm here to make sure people do things strategically.
That's amazing. Okay, so 2 big nuggets, right? I love the little quotes. So the catchphrase that I took out of that was cash flow is king, or queen, as it may be.
Queen.
Right, okay. And then the other one was don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Okay, there's some memes like waiting to happen. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the advice, taking the fear out of the game. We just got to get in.
Get in the game.
Get in the game, and you'll help to show us to make
sure
we won't get burned. I'm here to help show
you the way. And like I said, if it's giving you cash flow, you're obviously not going to sell it in the middle of a recession. You're going to buy stuff gives you a paycheck, and then hopefully, you're going to buy more. You can buy it while it's on sale as well. And you should be. Everybody does the opposite. Right. And of course, if you're waiting till the recession hits, you're probably going to lose your job at the same time anyway. And that's going to be your excuse why you didn't get in the market and why you missed yet another cycle that you could have made a lot of money.
Right. And that's when you need the cash flow.
That's right.
So
absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Life 180 Turnkey Properties, Mr. Mike Wolf. Thank you so much. Do the subscribe, do the little dingy thingy so that you get all of our awesome videos, and we will talk to you again.